They've taken everything from me. Everything! But I won't give up. I won't allow them to win. I will survive. They can't stop my last escape. Nelly. The plan. What was the plan? Things marked in blue are quest items, for the most part. Things marked in red are weapons. Things marked in green are healing. Black is nothing. I appreciate this though, I appreciate this. You look at the scroll bar and you can see where you are and what sort of items you can expect at a given spot. Sensible. Now, granted, it would be even more sensible if you could just sort these items automatically, but who am I to complain? The guy playing the game? Anyway, what do I need, what do I want, what do I intend to do? See, my intuition is you shove the hexagonal crank into the slot where it belongs, you try to turn it, it's gonna whoa, what was that? Anyway, you shove it in there, just ram it inside, you try to turn it and it breaks! I've told you that last time. But then, haha, you take the wrench, you turn it, and voila, you gain access. Maybe you gain access the tiniest of bits, because as you keep on turning it, the other part breaks, and you've only made the tiniest bit of a smidgen of an entry, lifting the shutters so that you can crawl underneath, but can't actually, just go in and out. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. That would be a brilliant sequence, by the way. It would be so frustrating, too, if people were to only find the crank. If I go, oh yeah, I'm gonna take the crank. I'm gonna shove it in. No, it's broke. God damn, okay. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna get the wrench. Oh, it's broke. Okay, I'm gonna get in. There's the rule of threes. If I was setting this up, I would have one more frustrating thing happen that would perfectly round it off. I'm still not sure what that would be, but I guess I know what I would do. I know exactly what I would do. I would require the lockpick, because presumably if you're taking all this junk, you're not taking the lockpick. Then I would have something that obviously requires the lockpick, something you obviously need to get into, and I would have the player go, okay, I need to get out of here, get the lockpick, get back in, and open that box because yada yada yada, because it's obvious that inside is something, whatever the hell that might be. That's what I would do. Alright. I have 3 things planned at this stage. What will come of them? I do not know, and to a certain extent one could argue I cannot know. I am going to take the book, and I'm going to place it where I need to place it. Unfortunately, there are a couple of zombies milling about out there, but that shouldn't be that big of an issue. I have a couple of bullets in the handgun. I might want to take more bullets for the handgun, and then try to fire at the zombies until I run out. I have plenty of ammo, and this is not going to be useful for any other purpose whatsoever, so might as well load up on handgun, use up the handgun ammo. Anyway, I will go on out there, go through the diner and over here, so that I can use the book. Once I do that, I do whatever comes of it, if anything. Then there's the hexagonal crank and presumably the wrench at the gas station. I should be able to acquire oil, or at the very least push things forward on that front. Maybe I need to purify it, maybe I need some sort of an admixture, whatever is required. I should probably find some sort of a hint. Something that will push me further on ahead as far as that aspect is concerned at the gas station. Then there's the power cable that I need to get to the subway. Well, it's not really the subway, is it? It's a regular train in this game. Either way, yeah, I need to get it to the train. To Mihail. That's about the extent of my current plan. I'm getting out the first book. Second, oil. third cable. Hello there. Sir, would... Can I have your attention, please? Listen, it's not... May just fall into his embrace if I... Camera angles. I can't just go forward now. Will he get an up or will he stay on the scene? No, that's a pool of blood, I think. Yep. Do I want to go to the diner? Ought I go to the diner? Is the Nemesis inside the diner? You know what? I'm not going to go through the diner. On second thought, I'm going down. Not in a bad way either. I'll have to go there anyway. Okay. Okay. Brace for emotional impact. Sparky? Sparky, my boy? Sparky, is that you? Yes, it's Sparky, my boy. We've been over this. Yeah, this is the thing that's sparking. Once again, we've been over this. However, I think, hold on, I think I figured it out. There are two things though, right? You take one, you leave none, and then water starts pouring out. What if you put a second one in, you take the first one out, and it's fine? What if it's what if you put two in, water starts pouring out? Well, then you cannot take the other one out, can you? How about I shut up and just check what can be done and what cannot be done? Book of Wisdom, use. What did I tell ya? What did I tell ya? You put the book in and you know what happens? Nothing. Seemingly. However, notable, I have too many. Oh, I don't have enough inventory slots. Anyway, listen. It's very simple. If there are 0 items there are 2 slots. If there are 0 items, water pours out. If there's 1 item, it doesn't. If there's the other item, it still doesn't. If there are 2 items, it doesn't. So you have 1 inserted, you put another one in, nothing happens, seemingly. But because of this, I can take out the other. Now, if I take the one on the left out, I can't cross because the stream of water would push me in over there to an electrocuting death. However, if I slot the book in, I can take out the wheel, the compass, whatever that is, and water will not start pouring out because there's still one thing slotted in. However, I think what I want to do is redirect the flow of water, have it pour out over here, which means that the basement will no longer be flooded in the diner, which means I'll be able to descend and do whatever the hell down there. I don't know. I'm reaching over here. I may be right, I may be wrong, I don't know. The future is in our hands. Will you take the future compass? Yes. You've taken the future compass. Please don't start. If water starts pouring out, that's gonna invalidate everything I've said. Oh, thank goodness! Look at me. Witness me. Check it out. A bronze-made compass. It says future in my hand on it. Can I give it to the statue? Do I just toss these things out? Can I just discard it? Probably not. I'll probably have to redirect the flow of water at some point in the future again. Listen, I can't take both of them out. You know why? Because I don't have enough inventory slots. Yeah, if you've been paying attention to any sort of extent whatsoever, you'll have realized this. Yeah, I don't have the inventory slots. Zombies can bust out of anything at any point. This is a Resident Evil game. Last thing you should do is look at a situation and be aghast. Oh no, zombies! How could I have possibly expected that? I would basically have no words. Well, I've already done this in the past. Oh no, zombies! What is happening? It's Resident Evil. That's what's happening. Anyway, do I take the future compass? Can I give the future compass to the statue of the guy? I don't know. He was holding something in his hand. I think he can hold whatever in his hand. I think I can give the guy the compass. However, for now, I'm more interested in other... You know what? I think I've parried long enough. I think I've explained this to you well enough. I think you know exactly what I want to do. So let's just get it over with. We're gonna go over there, take out the other thing. Next up, we go to the restaurant. Now, in all likelihood, the Nemesis is going to be there. And is gonna pummel the hell out of me. Here's the problem. And no, it's not too many toasters. The problem is that... What is the problem, Vestin? What exactly is the problem? If I have to reload, that's not a big deal. Oh, I know what the problem is. Yes, my short-term memory isn't that broken. The problem isn't that I have done a lot of stuff and I haven't saved. I can deal with that. I have 5 increments. I'm not going to use them. That's ludicrous. The problem, instead, is that I have no inventory slots free. Tell you what, I will be going through here anyway before I go any further to the statue. So I'm leaving 2 inventory slots free. And I am headed to the restaurant. Which means turn left, shall we say, at the intersection. Now, if the Nemesis is in there, I think I accept getting pummeled a bit. I've taken out the healing. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's wonderful. That's absolutely great. Yeah, I need those inventory slots, so I take all of those useless items. I've just said I will... Listen. I know what I've said. I know what I've done. I know. But... as much as I may need these items further down the line, I am not about to lug all of them around with me. Where do I need the cable? Only at the subway. Now, the wrench, I do not know. So I am going to keep it with me. The hex crank, you're not going to use it in 2 places. I am ditching these things and taking the healing with me, Vestin. And taking the healing with me. 1 unit. Leaving 3 inventory slots free. If I need to heal because I get bashed around, smacked around by the Nemesis, that's acceptable. Anyway, I get inside. Should I get inside from the other side? I don't know. We'll get inside from this side and then we'll try to go to the basement. Oh, no, here it comes. Sounds like such a bad idea. Oh, I know what hold on, I've forgotten about something, haven't I? That's absolutely perfect. Of course I forgot about my heart rate monitor. I turn it on, I see it in the range of 60 something. I look at it, immediately shoots up above 80. Brilliant device. Anyway, this is terrifying. It's nothing more. I gotta remember, if I want to run back, I press back and run and then hold on, I know. I hold run, I press... No, I have to tap it, okay. So if I'm running, I move back, I tap back. Yeah, I move back, tap back, and then hold run and forward to keep on running. Well, to start running forward. I have to get used to this. Has this... What? Yeah. Have we blown this place up? I do remember that I kind of wanted to... I mean, I figured it out eventually, but it was so stupid. I've skipped the entire fight, which is absolutely brilliant. Listen, if I've played... Wow, my heart rate is really... What is happening? Am I a psychopath? No, I'm not. I've checked out the place, I've looked at the situation and figured, oh, there's no Nemesis over here. Phew, well, that's a relief. Anyway, as I was saying, I've noticed a gas leak. I figured, okay, so the entire restaurant is filled with volatile, explosive gas. If I light a match, if there's a spark over here, that's all is gonna ignite and it's going to cause a huge explosion that's going to kill us all. So, no shooting. Apparently the conclusion I was supposed to draw is, look, there's a canister with gas over there. It's leaking gas to show you that it's filled with gas. You're supposed to shoot it so it explodes. Don't assume that the restaurant with all the windows closed, in which the canister has been leaking gas for quite a while, has already filled up with volatile gas that will kill you if an explosion occurs. No, it's very, very localized. So, quite frankly, I think I've done the smart thing, just not the thing I was supposed to do. And of course, instead of getting a wonderful, epic scene over here, what I got was Jill running out of the restaurant and dragging Carlos out eventually. But yes, presumably it was all supposed to blow up in an epic scene. Okay. Well, listen, I don't know. Well, first of all, what is this? It seems to be a switch for the drain. Jill, can you press the switch? I would like to drain the water from the basement. I don't know how I can compel you to do this. Push the button! Listen, maybe I have drained the water by rerouting it over there to the fountains or something. The water surface can be seen below. Push the button! It seems to be a switch for the drain. Push the button! For the love of... Drain the water from the... Water surface can be seen below. Is there no power on? Is that why you cannot... I don't understand! Drain the water! Is there a path that leads from the diner to Umbrella's secret lab or something? I don't know. What is with the eerie music in the diner all of a sudden? There's nothing there anymore. The Nemesis sure as hell isn't there. The level of threat seems to be minimal, and yet the damn place is terrifying. Okay, listen, I'm taking the power cable, the hex crank, the future compass that I'm going to stick on a statue. What am I doing? I don't know. What about this place? Can I access it in some capacity? I don't know. I was too busy running away from the Nemesis to check that one out. We're headed to the garden and we're trying to put the compass in the hand of the statue. For no discernible reason, mind you. Okay, if I have to run past the Nemesis, I will run on the correct side of the Nemesis. Whoa! Whoa, crows! Crows, 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 crows! Whoa, that was a... Ah, damn it! Stop it! Can I access the stall? No, presumably not. Well, how do I know? I don't know. Maybe I can. That place is a death trap. That particular passage is probably the most annoying of them all. And you have to keep on crossing it back and forth to get places. Yeesh. Every damn time you try to go through it's annoying as hell, obviously. It's a high traffic area and you cannot make it safe, no matter how much you may want to make it safe. Here, I have a compass. I'm gonna turn around 180 degrees now. Thanks, mate. A battery. Will you take the battery? I know exactly where to plug this. The elevator with the spiders. That's where the battery belongs. So I can get on the platform and get to the power station. Right? Oh, there's just one tiny detail that I'm overlooking. Yeah, well, my inventory is now full. So if I want to take this battery and put it in the safe house, I'm going to have to go through the crows first. You know what? I can just clear the crows. Kill the crows. Very nice game, by the way. And clear the place out that way. Oh, they may have disappeared by now. Who knows? If I take damage, so be it. It's still worth it. I'm not gonna run through this place every single time, worried about the crows. It's pointless. I'm gonna shoot the crows. Yeah, die, birdie. Anything you can find over here, Jill? Anything of note? Stomp on it like you're in Silent Hill. Okay, there's nothing interesting inside the stall. Look at it twitching, the pathetic creature. Yes, a murder of crows. I'm going to put the battery inside the item box. Now, does she need healing? I do not know. I can have her gobble up a single green herb. I know she's marked as fine, but she has taken some damage. If she's on full health, I don't think she can actually heal. So this is a sign that she has sustained some damage, I would say. Yes, I've used up some ammo, I've reloaded, whatever. I'm gonna be absolutely fine. Next step, we go to the gas station. Now, if a nemesis busts out of the... Maybe this is random, who knows? Maybe by healing her to full, I've actually put her in peril. It's not the path to the... Hold on, is this safe now? Well, safe is a strong word. Is there a point in trying to access this? What do you need to access this? It's locked from the other side. Yeah, I won't be able to access that anytime soon. I have an inkling that... Yes, an inkling. Listen. When and how would I ever gain access to that spot? That's rather questionable. As far as I understand, we're going to leave this entire area the moment I find the 3 quest items or the 4 quest items that I need. Whoa! Whoa, no! Run and forward. I thought that these were crows, they were not. Reload! It's so much better, so much brighter to use a shotgun. It's just a complete waste of ammo, isn't it? And yet, at the same I mean, is it? If I'm going to assert that there's no point in using the pistol for anything, I might as well use it for this, because it's not going to be a waste of ammo if you can't use ammo properly to begin with. Might as well use it on this. Otherwise, I would have to assert that there's no use for this ammo, which there is sometimes. if you find it, you might as well use it on something. Spare the more precious types of ammo, like shotgun shells. But yes, obviously, you try to go through these places, zombies are gonna bust out, crows are gonna bust out. I've pushed the plot forward the tiniest of bits, so, this is what happens. Alright. On my way to the gas station. Please, Nemesis, don't chase me through here. At least I didn't get injured, so that's good. I have the healing, though, if I need it. Okay, okay. Remember, I can always back away. Need to keep that in mind. Need to keep my eyes peeled. I need to actually pay attention to what is happening rather than what I imagine to be happening. It's so easy to get so caught up in your own imagination and actually not see what is genuinely in front of you, but what you overlay on top of it. It's gonna break. Come on. I know how stupid it is. I know how pointless it is as an expectation. Presumably they're just gonna figure, okay, you know, you take the wrench and you free the hose. But... break. It broke! Yes! Yes! The crank broke! I knew it! I was right! I was so goddamn right! Use the wrench. I knew it! I knew it was a reason it was a rusty piece of crap! Oh, I've seen it coming, what, 2 episodes ago? Or was it just the one? I knew it! I knew it from the damn moment I saw the rusty crap. Well, maybe from the moment I saw the slot. But yes, I did manage to figure that one out, and I figured, you're not gonna get me that easily, guys. I'm going to take the wrench with me as I take the hexagonal crank. I knew it would break in the slot. Ah! Yes! Full sight! Oh, I am so pleased with myself. Okay, in we go. Gotta get some gas. Actually, can you remark on this stupid thing? No, you're not gonna tell me it's broken? Okay, well, fair enough. Gunpowder. Since we're in America, if you can't find ammo randomly scattered about, you're gonna find gunpowder at the very least. Okay, please don't tell me that I need 3 slots to... do you stack? I hope you stack. Well, in case you don't, how about I... yes, go further and get attacked by savage beasties. Well, I don't have the inventory stuff. You know what? No, I'll pick up whatever... Fuck! Damn it! I was supposed to know! How was I supposed to know that it was a cutscene? I wanted to know. Fuck! Damn you! And now he's just gonna stand there. I don't know what you want out of me, Joe. I'm just here minding my own business. We've had a cutscene interaction a moment ago. Well, damn it! Who's Mr. Foresight now? I didn't foresee a cutscene. I knew something was gonna happen as I approached the thing. I didn't expect me pressing the use button to ruin the situation. I saw the thing narrow down and figured, oh, I'm gonna use the thing. But as we have discussed previously, what exactly are you supposed to do? Well, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to expect? How are you supposed to act exactly? How are you supposed to show restraint in a game where you have items you cannot see scattered about and you get rewarded for finding them by randomly clicking the use button all around the place? Are you only going... do you have to come to a complete and full stop before you click the use button? Is that the way to go? Because it seems to me that you cannot be simultaneously moving and pressing the use button, because some of the time you're going to walk into a cutscene and pressing the use button is going to skip it. Is there an option I could select that says do not under any circumstances skip the cutscenes? I don't know. Well, I'll have to replay this entire section, I guess. Fuck! Oh, I'm sorry, you can't skip this wonderful cutscene of her unlocking the place by clicking the use button, but you can skip a conversation. Well... Wonderful top shelf choice, guys. Brilliant, absolutely wonderful. Because I have seen this one. You know, I have played through this before. But apparently this bit is so important, I have to watch her crank the thing with the wrench. But the conversation with Carlos I hear for the first time, or rather do not hear? Oh no, we can skip past that. Who wants to hear a conversation? I've made a save, by the way. I've saved the game, so in case I skip another cutscene over here, I can just run down to this place without having to do anything else. I have the spell ink ribbons. This is a good enough use for them. Let's move forward. I have my hand off the use button. I'm not using anything, okay? Not the best of strategies in a survival horror game where you have to be quick on your draw. But here's my hand, okay? Most proof for the existence of the physical world right there. Here's one hand. There's another, but the other is holding the pad.
Jill! Hey, the zombies are getting restless.
I know. I can hear them. What's going on?
What? Am I helping on this too much? Is it because I've already started helping, so might as well go whole hog, and every single time something is the tiniest extent questionable, I'll just tell into it? Maybe to a certain extent, but on the other hand, at the very least, the wording is bizarre for the most part, and second of all, it doesn't make that much sense. Okay, maybe there's more zombies around over here. They're getting restless. Are they somehow more restful under other circumstances? What is he even trying to convey here? That there are more zombies outside? Well, that's another thing entirely. Are they actually genuinely more agitated, even though there's the same number of zombies outside? I don't know. I guess the gist of it is that something is indeed happening. Yes, and Jill is inquiring, but what is happening? We have no reason, no particular reason anyway. Well, it's not like we have a general, whatever. No reason to believe that something really strange is going on other than, you know, the general zombie apocalypse. Are we seriously noticing these tiny little fine-grained differences in the behavior of the zombies right now? We got used to the zombie apocalypse, so now we're figuring, hold on, I know what zombies are like, but there's something strange going on right now, you know? They're moaning out there instead of just groaning. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Instead of going brains, they're going ooh, like the goddamn ghost. Where's the chain rattling, I ask? I don't know, none of this makes much sense. But, I gotta watch out. You know what the most spooky part is? I could press the use button, and instead of getting some useless pistol ammo, I could get a missed cutscene. The scariest part of this game. Car wash equipment. Yeah, well, maybe you need to wash your car. An untidy counter. If I talk to Carlos, will that... I don't know. Talk to Carlos. Carlos is watching outside. Well, he's watching outside, all right? He's inside, watching the outside. I just need some oil, okay? Anything on the board? Welcome. It's like we're in a kindergarten. Okay, something is glowing over there. That's probably a can of oil. You know what? I will pick up the gunpowder. I don't care at this point. I don't care. If I have to reload, I'll reload. I do not care. Actually, these will presumably take a slot each. Take gunpowder ray. Sure. Actually, you can combine them, from what I recall. And then you make super pistol bullets. Or you can combine type A and type B. And make grenade launcher ammo. You've taken gunpowder A. I will combine these if I have to. Gotta love the fact that they insist on filling your inventory over here. Brilliant, brilliant. So that's 3 slots gone, unless you're willing to combine these. And the 4th slot goes to the oil. There's a whole back section of this damn place. How many items do you have over there?
Jill!
What's wrong?
I didn't press the button.
They're coming! They must have sniffed us out. They know we're here.
Hey, calm down.
Any objections to my playing hero this time?
What are you doing? Carlos!
Well, I'm not gonna follow the guy. Listen, if you wanna die protecting my existence, so be it, dude. Chivalry apparently is undead. It keeps coming back. It's a storage to maintain the temperature level of the oil. Will you operate the electronic lock? No. Will you take the F8 spray? I will, I guess. You've taken the first aid spray. Why was it glowing? It's not a quest. Combine. A. A mixture of 3 gunpowder A. It can be combined with the reloading tool or the grenade rounds. Operate. Will I have limited time to get to the destination? I don't know. Will you operate the electronic clock? Sure. Okay. How about we take a little break from, you know, what is happening outside, from Carlos playing a hero. How about we go over here? Which button do you wish to press? There's A, B, C, and D. Also, you can leave. Well, A, B are glowing. What if I press C? No. Well, in that case, A, B, and... A, C, and D light up. What if I press A? Is this lights out? Because it looks like lights out. D, B, C. What? The first, is that good or bad? Because I don't know. A, B, D, B, A, C, D, B. Okay. They're all off. D lights up C and D, right? Yes. It is lights out. So if I have all of them off and I want to toggle it, what do I do? Well, I can use A to toggle these off. C. Is this good or bad? Wait, D is glowing. Maybe I'm just supposed to light D up. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to light the one that's lit up. With the things above. Okay, if I press B now, it's going to extinguish A, B, and... Well, extinguish... They're no longer gonna be lit. D is gonna be lit. Will you take the machine oil? I will. I've solved the first two without even realizing what I was doing. But yes, this is lights out. You may have seen it in the Evil Within playthrough. The Evil Within 2. It's a storage to maintain the temperature level of the oil. Nothing seems to be useful here. Oil for small machines. It can't be used for the large size machinery by itself. Oh, okay. Well, I have small machinery oil right here, and I have to do something with it. Well, can I have a manual, please? I didn't press the button. No! Jet. Damn it, I should have gone there first. Carlos, how are you doing here?
Carlos! No!
Relax. I'm not dead yet.
Are you okay?
It's not like I care about you.
I'm fine. That hero stuff is harder than it looks.
You killed all the zombies. Well, Carlos, I kind of blew the entire place up, by the way. I should have checked the back before acquiring the small oil. But how was I supposed to? Okay, we need to mix something in with the rest of the oil to make oil that's gonna work with the train. But I don't know what. What am I supposed to add? And where am I supposed to find it? Hey, Carlos, wanna talk about being a hero? Okay, fine. Carlos, we may want to haul ass! Don't tell me he's gonna be dead now. That would be the most anticlimactic thing ever. Carlos! Okay, we're not going back there.
Ouch, my ears are ringing.
Ouch.
We both should be deaf by now. Okay, I'm gonna scrounge up some equipment. There might not be any at our destination.
Well, there goes the gas station. Okay, well, this area is inaccessible. Well, wow, that was an adventure and a half. I'm still, presumably I could have joined Carlos out there and we could have had a sort of a last stand scene with the zombies, the two of us. Could have had a little moment there, but I've decided to let him do all the chivalry that was requisite at the time. I could make more pistol ammo. This is not gonna... It's not gonna work on its own. Okay, we're getting out here. Now what? Now what am I supposed to do? Listen, in order to get all the other stuff, I'm going to need to head uptown. Alright? Well, first of all, I need to go to the little Spideys, which isn't even uptown. It's right here. And I need to use the battery to get to the higher level. I need to restore electricity. Otherwise, this train isn't going anywhere. Actually, to restore electricity, I'm going to need to get to the substation, which I presume I can reach based... presumably, I can get on some sort of a walkway that'll allow me to access the substation. Then I'll leave through here and go through the uptown. There's also the hydrant for which I need the wrench and so on. For now, I'm going to deliver stuff. Please no nemesis, please no nemesis. Then again, if there was anything to attract attention, it would have been this. A huge explosion at the gas station. Anyway, yes, I'm going to the subway. No, the train station to plug the cable in. Okay, we go through one area, then through another area, then finally the station. Remember, don't push the use button unless strictly necessary. Pressing the run button is fine. There's nothing happening here, just nothing. It's an empty area. Now I say that, but you never know. Mikhail! No! Fuck! Well, I guess we're redoing this section again as well. I'm glad I made a partial save. Fuck! It is soaked with machine oil. What is? Anyway, if you angle yourself properly, you can make it all the way over here to the back without him going out there to, you know, deal with the... It is soaked with machine oil. Can we prevent this from exploding? Is there something we can do? Anything? There's oil over here. So yes, she uses her investigative skills to notice that there's oil everywhere. Yeah, well, nothing special. Okay. So it's all useless. I guess the worst you can do possibly is not pick up the gunpowder and then be left without the gunpowder. Here you have a table, 3 units of gunpowder. You may figure, you know what? I'll pick up more important items first. I'll pick up the gunpowder if I have 3 inventory slots. And then everything blows up and you figure, no, my gunpowder, no! I think you can still pick it up at the tail end when everything is on fire. You just desperately cradle the gunpowder as you run out of the place. Oh, well.
Jill!
What's wrong?
I'm gonna skip the cutscene. It's interesting because we use the thing that causes the problems to solve the problems. My problem was that the use button skips the cutscene, but now I've already seen the cutscene. So the third time around I'm actually skipping the cutscene. It's interesting. First time I press A by mistake, skip the cutscene. Reload, insist on not pressing A, watch the cutscene. Third time around, I get back here, I press A to skip the cutscene. And now we're going to play... Lights out! We just want to see. Well, if I press A, A is gonna light up. Hold on. Ah, I see. Wait, hold on. So if I press A and B light up. If I press B, then A and B go blank, and C lights up. Okay, one step. Now we just want A. Well, if we just want A, how about I flip this, and then... flip all of them. Actually B, and... no, hold on. C, and then this, and then D. Okay, we just want A again. Ah, it is kind of random, okay. B, for only A to be out, and then C to... no, we want A to be on. Okay, hold on. A, and then D. Will you take the machine oil? Yes, you've taken the machine oil. I know! How can we transform this oil into oil meant for big machines? What do we need to make it big boy oil? I don't know. Kaboom! Carlos, no! Carlos, yes! Carlos, always yes! Oh, you can't skip this wonderful piece of art! Some cutscenes you can skip, some cutscenes you can't. The in-engine ones, oh, by all means, skip them. Oh, the pre-rendered ones, no, we can't let you skip those. Those are masterpieces we have crafted. We wouldn't want you to miss out on that. So, you know, no, some in-engine ones you can skip either. So let me tell you how this plays out, okay? Animation of Jill cranking the little crank to lift the shutters, you can skip that. In-engine, but can't skip it. Animation of stuff blowing up. So you see that everything is blown up, and afterwards you're left with everything blown up. Can't skip that either. A conversation with Carlos? Yeah, you can skip those. Knock yourself out. All the dialogue, all the conversations you can skip. But the sorts of things that are blatantly, glaringly obvious, no, those you can't. Those you have to suffer. Those you have to wait through. You have to watch as she does repetitive, obvious things that are a result of everything that has happened before. You have to watch as it painstakingly happens in front of your eyes. But the sorts of things you can't possibly fill out as the blanks, no, those sorts of things you are going to skip if you dare touch that stupid action button at any point. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Should I go back and save? Just on the off chance that I'm going to miss out on another goddamn cutscene? I don't know. But apparently, as Mikhail is over there wrestling with the zombies and so on, desperately trying to fend them off, apparently you're not supposed to fight the zombies in a game about fighting the zombies. You're supposed to sit through a cutscene. Of course, I automatically press the use button to skip out all the transitions. Not to skip all the transitions. Like, you know, going through a door and such. Because I've seen this numerous times. I'm not excited by the idea of, and the prospect, and even the act of a door opening and closing. Fine. I'm clicking the thing, I'm not skipping the door. It's significantly better to actually get attacked by the zombies and lose health than it is to skip a cutscene. Fuck, I know what I've done. I'll tell you momentarily. Oh, there's no barrel here anymore because I blew it up.
Don't come any closer!
Yeah, don't pop. Listen, you have to... A grenade? Okay, yeah, toss a grenade. Don't round the corner, Jill. That's suicide.
Mikhail, do you have some kind of death wish?
My people, they were wiped out by these monsters. I can't stop just because I'm wounded.
But can't you see those monsters are also the victims of Umbrella?
Are you accusing me of taking it out on them? You don't seem to understand something. We're not really involved with the company. There's no reason for any of us to take responsibility for this mess.
I know that. And right now, that's the only reason why I'm trying to cooperate with you.
Now listen here, Jill. I am an independent military contractor over here, alright? My agreement grants me a certain degree of flexibility.
Sorry. I feel so useless.
Don't. You fought hard and have the wounds to prove it.
But I'm still alive. My men aren't.
Don't think about that now. Just rest.
You know why I pressed the use button? You know why I've managed to skip this stupid cutscene? It's not because of sheer incompetence of me, okay? It's not because I haven't told myself, Weston, you need to be very careful about that stupid use button. You press that thing, you skip a cutscene. No. I thought to myself, okay, under certain circumstances, pressing the button makes sense. For instance, when you genuinely need to interact with something. You need to open a door, you press the use button. You need to climb on top of something, yes, you press the use button. You know when they fire up the cutscene? Well, first, when you go through the door, they fire up the cutscene. You press the button twice by accident because you want to skip the door cutscene, you may possibly skip the first cutscene. I don't know, I have to check. Maybe, just maybe, it happens after you go a bit further through the door. So maybe it's not that glaringly obvious. That's the first cutscene where you see that he's being attacked. So what do? You rush to his aid. Where do you go? Well, you approach this pile of planks or something, and every single time you approach the pile of planks, you know what you need to do? You need to go to the pile of planks, press the use button to climb on top of the planks, then reach the end of the pile, which you do pretty much immediately so we don't even have to move, press use again to get off the pile of planks, and then you round the corner to reach the train, right? The cutscene fires off as you reach the pile of planks, as you could clearly see. So I approach the pile of planks and instinctively because I planned ahead, okay? I don't just react to what I see for the most part. I act on instinct ahead of what the game shows me. I pressed the button, and I was in the process of pressing it as the cutscene started to play. As a result of which, I've skipped it. Yeah, the dialogue was also stupid because of all the things, no, the fact that you were doing your job properly isn't demonstrated by the fact that you're wounded, okay? That's not the point of your job. The point of your job is not to get mauled half to death. The point of your job is to kill zombies. Under no circumstances, if you're supposed to be out there in combat, should you be proud of the fact that you have sustained damage. I understand that kinda shows your dedication and the fact that you were willing to take risks that have led to negative outcomes, but those are negative outcomes. You know what would be preferable to that? Killing all the zombies and sustaining none of the damage. Or saving all those men of yours, having them not sustain the damage either. But no, don't be proud of failure. Don't be proud of getting injured. You don't see me bragging about all the health I've lost in this game now, do you? What, am I gonna get a Purple Heart Award? Anyway, it's annoying as hell, and yes, the line of reasoning presented over here is significantly less compelling than the one in the remake. In the remake, what do you have? You have a train full of survivors over there that Mihai was desperately trying to protect. And he keeps on explaining to Jill, listen, we need to save these goddamn people. Like, yeah, I know, I'm horribly brutally injured, my men have died for the most part, but we gotta get these people out of here, okay? We gotta get this train moving, we gotta get stuff done. Over here is just him and two guys. Nikolai, as far as I can tell, and Carlos. And he's desperately trying to fight the zombies for no real other reason whatsoever. He's just trying to protect these two guys. There are no civilians involved. There's no one else that he's trying to save. And the flimsiest of arguments over here. Oh, hold on. You work for Umbrella. How am I supposed to assume you're the good guys over here, Mihail? And he's like, now listen, my contract says that there is a certain degree of leeway I am given as far as particular operational decisions are concerned. I am not employed by the company, technically. I just operate as a private military contract. Well, this is the technicality? This is what you're going to stake your... This is what you're going to use to defend the assertion that you're the good guy in all of this? The wording of your contract? We don't work for Umbrella, we work with Umbrella. Oh, great! Wonderful, man. That makes so much difference to me. Okay, we're pressing the use button on Mihai without moving.
I could not save my men.
Mihai appears to be in pain and suffering, yes. I've noticed that, actually. Zippity zappity. Some of the parts seem to be out of order. The power cable is disconnected. The fuse is broken. The mixed oil has been used up. Listen, I presumably shouldn't pour small machinery oil into this thing. Will that end? You know what? I'll just connect the cable. Some of the parts seem to be out of order. The fuse is broken. The mixed oil has been used up. Okay, look, the oil over here says, take the tiny amount of this thing, presumably regular oil for something, and pour something else. I don't know what that is. I mean, if a slanted bottle just suggests oil to me. And a jerry can will suggest gasoline. I don't know what we're dealing with here, okay? I don't deal with trains. I don't know. I just have an inkling that if I try to pour the oil over here... You know what? I'm gonna try it anyway. Am I gonna try it? No, I'm gonna head back. No, I need to mix things. This is not the proper thing. This is not the right thing. Okay, we're gonna go to the other room, then we're gonna head back and we're gonna save. That's enough excitement for today. Here's my hand. I'm not touching anything. Use. A well-maintained control room. So it is. Out. Any items over here in the corner? Has he left behind some ammo? It is not working. Yeah, that's great. That's wonderful. Can we fix the clock? Is that a part of some puzzle? Can I use the wrench on the clock? Here, fix the clock. No, we don't need to. Will zombies bust out? I don't know. I'm emotionally spent after what I've gone through. I have a strong visceral reaction to the story in this game, but not for the right reasons. Are you ever gonna get it up? I don't know. I sincerely hope you've killed yourself. Possibly not the nicest thing to say to a dead guy, but it nonetheless is what it nonetheless is. Will zombies bust out for here? I don't know. Listen, I just wanna get to safety and save. So bloody exhausted by this. What am I even gonna do? Well, I'm going to... Here's the thing. These are the sorts of sections to which I should kind of pay attention, because even though seemingly nothing is happening, for all we know, zombies are gonna bust out any second now. So I should be on my guard. But on the other hand, this feels like the perfect time to narrate, because nothing is happening. So the price I pay for narrating during these times is I get jump scared from time to time, which is a price worth paying, I would say. My idea, as I have mentioned before, is that I'm going to do the things I need to do. I'm going to get the hose, extinguish the fire, and proceed to the places I can still visit. Oh, right, the battery. So that's another thing I can do. I guess before leaving, I should try to use the battery. I know I need to go uptown, get the hose and so on, but I think I should roll with the battery plan ahead of the hose file. The fire hose plan. I could just call it the fire hose plan if I'm going to say both hose and fire. Just fire hose. Come on, fire hose plan. Yes, 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 whatever. What is it now? Is this place safe? Is the Nemesis lurking here? I don't know. It's safe. For now. I hate this spot, but then again, presumably every single person who has ever played this game has hated this spot. That's by design, you're supposed to hate this spot. These are the worst crossroads ever. You get the Nemesis, the crows, anything and everything. It's a horrifying spot. You're supposed to hate it, I presume. Anyway, imagine if they gave me a cutscene over here and I've skipped it by accident just before being done with everything. Whoa, Nelly. Tell you what, I am not even going to bother making gunpowder AAA into anything more useful. I'm just gonna keep it as such, and eventually I might mix it with grenade rounds or something as silly as that. I am going to take out shotgun shells because I might as well. I will possibly lug around the pistol. Well, if there's anything I want to lug around, it's the wrench. I already have the wrench. Very well, so I'm going to keep the wrench and the lockpick, the 2 weapons and some shotgun shells. The moment I ditch the ink ribbons, I have 5 inventory slots free, which is gonna help a decent bit. Oh, hold on. I've said quite explicitly there's the next thing on my to-do list. And what is that thing? That thing is to use the battery. In which case, I am whipping out the battery. And I am going to use it next up after I deal with the little spideys over there. That I'm going to blow up with the shotgun. Well, blow away. Possibly blow to bits. Who knows? I could hypothetically take the grenade launcher with me and explode the spies that way. But I think the shotgun is gonna be sufficient. I'm gonna restore power, head to the substation, restore power everywhere, at which point I possibly might be able to drain the water in the basement of the diner and uncover something of use there. For all I know, it could be something... But something that I'm going to mix in with the oil? I don't know. There's also a place I also need to find the fuse someplace. I don't know where, presumably uptown. Something I gotta be able to find uptown. I don't know. There's no point in speculating. I just know what I'm gonna do next. I'm going to try and use the battery and deal with as much stuff over here as I can. If restoring power helps me with anything, then I'm gonna deal with that first. Then we go with the hose file and whatever office there is uptown that I need to visit. If I find the key that grants me access to that one place I haven't had access to before, great. If I find the squirrel crank, I know exactly where to use it, behind the bar, and I need to keep that in mind. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.